Okay, part 7, intellectual property registration and titling. So we've established what the 4 buckets of intellectual property are. Number 1, copyright. Number 2, trademark. Number 3, patent. Number 4, trade secret. Okay. So you have to register them with the government in different situations that we're going to go through in order to use them or defend yourself. Okay. Copyrights are the most interesting to me because your copyright is technically protected by common law as soon as it comes out of your mouth. If I write a book right now, if I take out a legal pad and I write down 10 pages, okay, I technically own that from a legal perspective under common law. But until I send it off to the trademark office and rubber stamp it and do the certified mail, whatever the process is, okay, I can't defend myself in a court. I can't say someone else is infringing on that. But the moment it comes out of your brain under copyright and it's recorded on a fixed medium in the physical world, you own it. Okay. So that's copyright. Trademark is a little different. It's more formal. Okay. You go through the USPTO. And the biggest thing I tell people about trademark, number one, I'll say the portal is pretty handy, but just be careful with DIY because if you do it wrong, you can usually get a pretty good trademark lawyer for pretty cheap. But if you do it wrong, then you have to fix it and everything's on the public record. So you don't really want to have to fix it in front of other people, which is what happens with the USPTO and the trademark applications. The other thing to keep in mind is it can easily take like a year before you have a trademark registration certificate. There's a lot of hoops to jump through. There's a lag time at the USPTO. When I wrote this, it was 6 months. Then you get a response maybe, and you have to go back and forth with them for a couple of months. There's a public opposition period where people can fight you. And if they do that, it can take years. So start early on trademarks. When you have a brand or a logo that you want to trademark, go ahead and do it early. File an intent to use application if you're not sure when you're going to use it, but you know you want to use it in the future. Okay. So that's registering trademarks. On patents, I don't go into it. It's not my specialty. So it is with the USPTO, different division. They have their own workflow. Okay. Trade secrets. You don't have to register it with anyone, but you have to, these are private agreements and private contracts. This is your confidentiality clauses, non-disclosure agreements, IP sort of transferring mechanisms in your contract, which is what I get into next. So even though you need to register this stuff, you don't want to register anything that belongs to the business in your personal name. Okay. You want to register it in the name of the company. And you also want to make sure your employees and your contractors have IP provisions in their contracts. Okay. This is usually work for hire, things like that. Depends on what's function. But anytime you're working with a designer, a developer, anybody that's making a creative contribution to your business, you want to make sure that you've got the right IP provisions. That stuff does get diligenced when you go to borrow money or take on investors, etc. All right. Next section will be small business licensing and insurance.